Well, I've learned that one of the things I love about stuttering, if I can word it that way, is that it's so indiscriminate and that there are so many different kinds of people here, all different types of people from all parts of the United States, all different races, all different socioeconomic backgrounds, and that I've just learned that there's a universality of the experience that no matter what our lives were like, we all have something in common.
I've learned a lot. I've learned that all of us, in our unique stuttering experiences, in some way, shape, or form, I've learned that we all have those unique talents that we can contribute to our communities. The communities that we live and work in, the larger stuttering community that we're all part of throughout the year and annually when we come here. But even broader than that, I think so many people are caught up in the feeling that because we stutter, we can't do this or we can't realize our potential. And every year I see people coming for the first time or coming back as a second timer who are realizing that, hey, I stutter, but I can still be a wonderful communicator and follow my dreams and basically do anything I want. And I see that all the time throughout the year and especially here.
What I've learned from interacting and meeting other people who stutter is actually a lot. I've learned that it's okay to be a person who stutters, even though I sometimes choose to hide it and change my words. The times when I can't or where my stutter is out there, I don't dwell on it as much as I used to. And it's just taught me, most importantly, that I'm not alone. And that anytime I have a bad day, there's always someone I could talk to who gets what I'm going through. And it's just nice to have someone who understands me, because for so long I thought I was the only one with this problem who stuttered or can't, their words get caught in their throat. And it's just nice knowing that I'm not alone.
Well, it's interesting, you know, because everyone stutters in a different way. You know, before, you know, coming, you know, I knew how I stuttered, and I thought pretty much that's what stuttering was, since that's how I stuttered, and it must be the way that most people stutter. But you come to the NSA and you see this wide variation of all kinds of the ways stuttering manifests. So you really get a different perspective on it, and you get to see, you know, how different people cope with it and manage it, and you know, the challenges they have faced. You know, sometimes they're very inspirational and sometimes not so inspirational. You know, you see sometimes, you know, people who have made choices because of their stuttering that have led down, you know, down a dead-end path, whereas other people have, you know, embraced the challenge and not let stuttering get in the way of what they wanted to do. So it's the whole spectrum of opportunities and challenges.
Oh, you know, since my first conference, I learned how confident everybody is. You know, despite the little struggle, you know, I wasn't confident. I wasn't confident at all when I first signed up for my first conference, but throughout, you know, throughout the years, you know, going to my 5th conference, I gained a lot of confidence just by looking at most of those guys that, you know, that I'm fortunate to meet at the conference.
What have I learned? How courageous people can be. I learned that stuttering is what you choose to, that you have choices in what stuttering is, that it doesn't just have to be this struggle, that it can be turned around and that it can be seen in a positive light, in that it is a characteristic that you have that makes you unique and special, in that in that it can be this challenge that pushes you to do things, and it has the capability of pushing you to higher heights.
I think it helps because something that is so feared and so hated is now shared. And when we're not alone handling this, I think that it helps to mitigate the fear very, very, very much.
It's changed my life. I was a covert stutterer up until a year ago. Didn't tell my family, didn't know anyone else who stuttered. I have a twin sister who doesn't stutter, and I felt very alone. And finally meeting people who stuttered and understood what I was talking about and the experiences that I was going through really changed my life, and it gave me confidence and made me take a path in life that I only hoped of taking, and I'm very grateful.
You know, and it's interesting, I didn't meet, my first NSA meeting was when I was 28, right? So again, going through our whole lives without meeting anyone else who stutters really gives you that feeling that you must be the only one in your town, in your city, in your state that has this infliction. And meeting others has been inspiring, to say the least. Just meeting people of all different backgrounds and professions, and as well as the kids. I mean, you know, I just met a parent earlier whose son is 14. I said, wow, that's half the age of when I discovered the NSA, right? So I'm inspired by the kids who will start the education path of awareness of stuttering in the education system at a young age, and I'm inspired and in awe by you know, all of the people who come here, and even people who present workshops, right? These are people who are, like all of us, probably afraid to speak publicly, and yet are taking the time and effort to share their stories with all of us.
I've learned courage. I've seen people do incredible things. So anytime I thought I couldn't do something as a person who stuttered, I remember a story I heard, or a general session, or some event that touched me here, and I realized if this person can do it, I can do it too.
I've learned so much about acceptance and that it's okay to stutter. The NSA totally changed my life when I learned that there were hundreds, thousands of people who stutter, and that I wasn't the only one. And really just meeting other people who stutter completely changed my life, and the love and support of other people who stutter. And I see the bravery every day. I learn a lot about courage watching people who stutter and coming here and seeing the bravery of little things, of just being more social, or bigger things of the kids getting up, and adults and first-timers getting up in front of hundreds of people and talking at open mic. And I see a lot of courage and bravery.
Well, I've learned that I'm definitely not alone in all this. I've learned that people definitely have their own ways of dealing with it. For actually several years, I had it where I believed the only way was to be overt. I was very against the people being covert, but I've finally learned to appreciate and realize why people are covert. Each one of us are different, and we have to deal with this the way it's best for each of us.
I learned that they have heart, you know, they have heart. They're brave. Brave, and you need to be brave. You need to be brave. You have to be. I mean, you know, we fight of a lot of issues in our lives, a lot of doubt and fear, and you know. But if you overcome them, it's like you're in the light. You see the light, you know. And I want to be in the light, you know. I want to be part of that light, you know. And I want to show, you know, other people out there who do not understand stuttering, that, you know, we are more than just people out here who stutter. You know, we are, you know, we are a great people. We are, and we're smart. You know, we're silly, as I am. We're intelligent. You know, and we're leaders. And that's what I want, and that's what I am. You know, so that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.